Fighting for that wheel on that far side was Luke Lamperti, not too far from Luis Aulard, who might like that uphill finish as well for Movistar. A look around here. Plowright, he's blowing, he's huffing, he is puffing, but he's still riding through the centre. The left-hand side, Turner are there. Visma just behind, waiting and ready, as you said. There they are, pink helmets on. Wout van Aert is there as Picnic Postanel come through the centre. Just inside 3Ks to go. Time to breathe a sigh of relief if you're Simon Yates and the rest of the GC contenders.
Yes, well, for the GC contenders, this is getting to the great moment now. But for the sprinters and the sprint men, we can see here, it's a real tense moment. And you can see the pace is not, majorly high. And all the sprint teams are trying to just be in the position, keep men together. But who's going to be in the best position when we get into that final kilometre? That's the important one. If you have 2 or 3 teammates, well, we can see Wout van Aert there. He's just, on the tail end of the trains of riders, and he will follow and try and keep Coy there and drop him off at the right moment.
He has a Feeney in front of him. That's that for Plowright, as Alpecin is starting to maybe run out of men. 2.4 kilometres to go. Positioning Robbie McEwen becomes increasingly important now for this finale.
It does now, and as you said, it's still Alpecin de Koenig on the front, but Groves has been pushed a little bit further back. Edward Planka will be with him, as well as Timo Kilic. And well, still Herman's on the front by the looks of things, but the rest of the team, they're a long way back. Visma Lease Bike with Affini. Van Aert is with Alcoy a little bit further back. So Affini stayed at the front. Van Aert has lost the wheel, and Sam Bennett being brought up now with a lot of teammates from Decathlon.
They've been waiting, but here they come. Also moving on the right-hand side, Dan Orla with Mats Pedersen on his wheel in the Maglia Ciclamino. You cannot miss him, all decked out in purple. Swing to that side there. I'm not sure if anything happened.
Deceleration there. Someone swung off. Affini didn't want to hit the front just yet because he didn't have Van Aert with him. Now he does, right in the middle. Visma Lease Bike lined up. Tom Pidcock comes trying to bring one of his teammates up into the mix. That is Moschetti, who's trying to find a place in the line. He's stuck out in the wind. Caden Groves is stuck in the middle, as is Mads Pedersen, trying to manoeuvre his way out. There is Pedersen, centre of screen. But it's Tudor in control on the front, but perched right behind them. Visma Lease Bike. They're going to win this Giro. Can they cap it off with winning the stage with Coy? It's now Affini.
60 kilometres to go, about to enter the Fiamma Rossa, the final kilometre. 1 kilometre to go. Those in pink on the front, Sean, we're all ready for a bunch sprint.
Yes, we're ready for a bunch sprint because Affini, he's the one now, the powerhouse. He can really keep the pace high into the final kilometre. And anybody is outside the top 10 places, unless you get a real run. Pedersen in a great position here in the tail coats of the Visma Lease Bike.
One final effort from Dries de Bond on the right-hand side. It looks as though Baroncini's going to go off the wheel of Zeeland and have a sprint himself. 600 metres to go. Coming up to that chicane, then it will rise up to the finish. The Giro d'Italia about to end. Simon Yates is going to win the overall, but who's going to take the final stage? His teammates are on the front. There is Affini. This is perfect stuff from Visma Lease Bike, just as it was 24 hours ago. Affini swings off. It's Wout van Aert time. He goes up the hill. On his wheel is his teammate, Olav Coy. Trying to sprint around them. There are several riders, including Pedersen. Coy it is who launches through the centre. Moschetti's there as well. Pedersen looks boxed in at the moment. Coy's still going to the line. Coy's there, but Groves is coming around. It is Coy, and they've done it for a third time. Visma Lease Bike win the stage. Olav Coy takes it. And 7 years later, Emperor Simon Yates rides into Rome victorious. In the words of the newspaper that invented this most beautiful of bike races on this planet, tutto vero, it's all real. Simon Yates wins the Giro d'Italia.
What a way to cap it off for Visma Lease Bike. They take the Giro yesterday. They take the final spoils in Rome with Coy. What a lead out by Affini and Wout van Aert. Utter domination.
We'll get your review, Robbie, and everybody else on the breakaway in a moment. But Sean, wow, that was perfect.
Yes, well, so well manoeuvred. And as I said, with Wout van Aert, he was just hovering there, and Affini was there as well, but not taking it up at the point when it's just too early. We did see, the teams that were on the front in a great position. You have to try and wait off and keep your manpower to the very end. And the problem was that Affini, when he opened up the gas, kilometre to go, Wout van Aert on the wheel, and then he launches the sprint. And as we can see here, when you get Koi in this position, we've seen in this Giro, he is the fastest and he has that power to go all the way and wins by a bike length.
It is Koi, Groves, Moschetti. Baroncini was so confident, he even got in the mix down the left-hand side. Tersen was up there too. Lonardi on the left in the red and white. Aular was boxed in. Lamperti had to go through the centre for Soudal-QuickStep. Bennett shaking his head as he's boxed in on the far side as well. Same for Pearson. But Koi taking a third stage win for the team. His second at the Giro. And this is the man who will take all the headlines. As I just said, tutto vero. It's all true. Simon Yates, the Giro winner in Rome. Many have expected this 7 years ago. And the faithful have had to wait all that time for this particular Caesar to come and salute his people. They're ready to see him do it. All decked out in pink on the podium in Bella Roma. What images.
Well, what a performance and what a great ending to this Giro for Simon Yates in the last 24 hours. It must be a great, well, it is a great feeling when you get to this point and you get it all over with and get it done, and of course the team again winning the stage.